Hello everyone and welcome back to another Railway Empire 2 episode. We're back on the United States map and you join us at, well, the Mississippi Delta. Right down in, well, the very southern Louisiana, Mississippi, all that sort of, all those places. But yeah, here we are. New Orleans, Jackson. For this episode, we're finally actually going to go somewhere. Finally. We're gonna I suppose we're gonna have this line, the Gulf line, which I suppose we've got Jackson, Shreveport, Beaumont, Houston, Corpus Christi, Brownsville, finally getting down here. But there is a couple of changes I've made. Oh, I can see trains getting stuck. That's not good. What's going on? Do we need to put another platform in? I think we probably do. Right, let's quickly do that then. I mean, Milford is actually it's struggling with the amount of trains. And that's something else I've done. I have made a few little changes off video. Not, massive. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's quickly put in 3 tracks here, which should hopefully help with the number of trains. Don't know the way it resets the trains, but oh well. Do that. And then get that in that side as well. Right, that should be all good. Right, Milford actually is now a founded place. Same with Grand Junction, that's also now been founded. Right, but it doesn't need to have that industry. Probably have a distillery there. Yeah, we'll put a distillery there. Yeah, Milford needs an industry. What's nearby? I mean, it's either meat, which I suppose isn't... Well, there isn't really much around here with meat, so meat would probably be quite essential. So let's just do meat, as that is quite an essential quite an essential. Oh, hang on. Oh no, quite an essential thing to have. Even though it's quite boring, it is essential. So we're gonna get that in. We'll quickly just get this done, as then we can then we can make work on the Gulf line. There you go. You go through here. 4%. Oh god. 2%. 7%? 4% we'll have to do then. Probably the best we're going to get. There you go, we'll do that. And then we'll get that in. Really? It doesn't like that. There's some things it's just like, why? Why do you not like that? Right, likes that. Okay, we'll do that then. We shall get some signals on there. Supply tower. Should be fine. Okay, well let's get a train going then. Malone Station to Milford. And that has to take 5. It's only a short journey. And that'll be a Philadelphia. Is that all good? Yeah, that's fine. But that's that sorted. And then yeah, the other one was Grand Junction, which has now grown. So we're going to get rid of the meat. Because the meat round here... Oh, actually, hang on. Just there, actually. Let's do it for now. Because it's an essential product, meat. And there's not really much of it in this part of the map. Well, it seems like there's not much of it. So let's try and, well, change that. So we don't really want to have... We don't want to have a shortage. Yeah, we'll put that in. I doubt it's going to like this corner, as it will say it's too tight. Or does it? Oh, no, it doesn't. I love the way the place is actually called Grand Junction, and you have actually got quite a Grand Junction. I mean, look, you've got quite a Grand Junction now coming off of there. It's like a tree or something going off. We'll do that. No, that goes that way. You go that way. Cool. Let's get that in. Let's just getting the basics in to Grand Junction. There you go, and that has to take 5. And you'll be a Philadelphia. Might actually need to do something with Grand Junction. Maybe even get a new platform in there at some point, as it is becoming quite a busy place. Because what I've done off video, I've added quite a few more services in. Not many more. I'd say I've sort of just upped the numbers a bit more because that make them a bit more frequent. I've also... What else did I do? Casper, I think we already had sorted that, but that's now got 4 platforms. It's also grown as well, so we'll need a new industry. I've added this bit of track here, and also this bit of track here. So Miles City, which is now somehow a free bar place. Trains now go Miles City, Casper, Cheyenne, Denver, and I think they then go down to Chicago. I think they go quite a way. And they're faster ones as well, as it's all flat. They're like the fast trains. So that's cool. Right, Denver's also now free bar. So let's get these places all sorted. Right, let's Miles City. What's near? What could we put as an industry there? We've got apples and sugar. But I think Bismarck has Bismarck does have a distillery. A dairy would be ideal, and again an essential product, or an essential thing. So let's do that. Can we put any special buildings in? Oh, library increases the city's fulfillment of demand by 10%. Why can't we put it in though? That needs to be over 50,000. Okay, we can't do any of them. Right, we've got a dairy, so let's connect that up. Like that. That can then come up. Like so. But yeah, it's just worth getting these links in. Very, very important. And then this can then join up to there, which are slightly newer platforms. So that will be good to get them in. That doesn't need to be double, but I suppose we could double it if it makes it a bit easier. We'll do that. Signal. Supply tower that side. Cool. So that goes down to there. We shall get a maintenance shed in. We get a grid in this side. Like that. And a new rail line. That'll be walk arrest up to Miles City. There you go. And well, that's to take 4. And we'll also upgrade those industries as well. If we can. Let's get that up. And we'll get that up as well. And then what I'm thinking is we could then have maybe a furniture place somewhere around here. Billings. In fact, yeah, Billings. Let's quickly. We're gonna get rid of that industry. I don't know, do we even have anything going to it at the moment? I don't think we do. So let's get rid of the industry here. It by 9 million. Demolish that. Sorry. And we're gonna put in a furniture industry. I feel like these two places could become like the big boys of the sort of north. So you've got furniture in there now, which is yeah, quite a good thing. So that's that. Casper, that needs a new one. What could that have? We got sugar there. I don't know, what could Casper have? I mean, there's quite a lot of industry. What does it have? It has meat currently. I'm not too sure what it should have. There's not really. Maybe just the dairy. I mean, North Platte, look, they've all grown. There's so much to sort of do and so much to consider. I'm not too sure. I mean, ceramics, that could be somewhere. What should Casper have? And Cheyenne? Oh no, Cheyenne's already got. Well, they've built something like that. It's really tough because there's not really much at the moment which we can do industry-wise. Let's go for. I think maybe just a dairy again. Yeah, I think probably just I mean, it's quite sort of boring, but there's not really much else we could. Oh, hang on, we have got chemicals, haven't we? But then they're not really sought after very much. Yeah, so there's not really. I could have a sawmill. That would probably be quite nice to have in. Do we have a sawmill? I mean, you've got wood there. Yeah, let's put a sawmill in. Put a sawmill. We'll buy this industry. I haven't actually brought a business in quite a while, so we'll buy one of them. Do we already own it? I'll buy. We'll upgrade that to maybe level 3. And then, what trains are on there at the moment? Alright, that one doesn't need to be around anymore. Right, there you go. So that should be alright. And then Denver, actually, that could have furniture. I mean, it could, or it could have chemicals. One of those two. Let's put in chemicals there. Because then we can then get the sort of the good stuff from here. So let's do that. I don't know how well that's going to do. Probably not that well. I mean, Pittsburgh, the chemicals there aren't that amazing. But, you know, we'll wait and see. It could be a roaring success or a complete flop. Probably the latter. But we'll get that in. And we'll signal that. We'll get a supply tower as well back over here. Right, let's just see how that does. Probably not very well, but it's another industry, isn't it? I mean, the nearest chemicals are in Pittsburgh, which is halfway across the map. So we might as well get something in here to be doing that. Right, that's that. North Platte, that needs something. What's nearby? Dairy maybe? Furniture, we could do furniture. There's Denver. No, yeah, Casper had a sawmill, didn't it? So we could go for a. Yeah, let's go for furniture here as well. As we sort of already have everything lined up for that. So yeah, we'll go for a furniture place here. Let's upgrade that as well. And then we'll see how that gets on. Because they should then deliver. Actually, what we'll do is, I know I said we would be working on that Gulf line. We will get there. Let's have this coming right across here. It can literally just be sort of the furniture train. I guess we've got another rail link in, which basically just cuts out Cheyenne and Denver. The lag. Zoom me in. Oh, there we go. Right, let's do that. You go like that, and you go like that. We'll get a supply tower sort of halfway on there, as it's quite a long stretch without a supply tower. And then Casper Station needs a bit of a rework because it's probably all right for now, but it is getting rather busy. So we'll do a Casper to North Platte service, and that'll basically just be, wow, it can be anything, but sort of just that for now. I'll put one on there, and that can just deliver furniture, I suppose. I mean, it can deliver other things, but mostly furniture, hopefully. Okay, well that's that. I feel like we'll probably utilise that line a bit more in future. In fact, we will, because we'll have like a line coming off down here. But no, let's just focus on what we were doing. Right, I think that's all of the industries now in and sorted. So that's good. Right, shall we actually finally go over to where we were going to originally work on? Let's do it. So, what's the terrain like? It should be relatively flat, shouldn't it? I mean, it's not the flattest, but it's flattish. We could sort of go two ways here. We could go sort of straight on this way. Or probably the best option to begin with is to sort of connect the built-up places first. So we'll go down the coast. Let's go for that. So let's put in a station here. There you go, Shreveport. Don't know how busy this line's going to be. There you go, that's flat. And that can then connect up at Jackson, which I think is a relatively quiet station. But what we'll do is we'll put in another sort of an extra platform. Why is it not like that? Round and then in. Doesn't like it for some reason. Wants to go in the tunnel. Oh, there we go. That's better. That fixes it. Use the magic doubler. We'll get a grid in. like that. Cool. And then maybe we can get that down to New Orleans. Hasn't really been much change at New. I still don't like New Orleans Station. Hasn't really been much change there in quite some time. This can then come out of there. And then onto there. And then make its way down to New Orleans, which I suppose is the terminating destination. There, right, that's in there. Shreveport needs this wheat, so we can probably get that done rather quickly. Get a grid in. Supply tower, you've got to have a supply tower. Let's sort of get this done now. Thompson Terminal. You can come down here and simply join up to there. It's nice to be back in a green landscape, as we've been in the Rockies a fair bit, which is not so green. We'll do that. Oh, no, that. You got yes. We'll get a maintenance place in. Oh, one other thing I did is I also managed, since the update, I've now been able to delete the weird line we had between San Diego and LA, which we couldn't delete before. Now we can. So that's good. That's been done. Back to Shreveport, finally being connected. I bet it wants logs as well. It does as well. It wants everything. Let's quickly do that then. Right. Let's get that. So we're now finally heading into the south. Well, I suppose almost into Mexico, which I think sort of the northern parts of Mexico are in. I mean, the Baja California, that's in. Well, I don't think there's actually any cities on it, though. Really? It's been funny about that. Come on, join up. Why have we got a minus 3,777% grade? It's just weird. Right, let's do that again. It's not being funny, is it? Why is it being funny about silly things? Just join up. It's as simple as that. There we go. Weird. I feel like because there's just so much going on now, the game's just like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. It sort of gets a bit funny. More train station to Shreveport. And that will be for Philadelphia. Done. Right, that's Shreveport. There'll be a junction here. So the one will go off towards Dallas and one will go towards Beaumont. Let's go Beaumont first. We're doing the coastal line. Right, let's do this. How flat? Oh, okay, it's not too bad. A little bit of a hill there though, but we should be able to get round that. Now I'm actually going to pop that onto there. Like that. We'll get a grid in. Supply tower, of course. Another one. And we'll signal that. And then we'll get that other bit attached. And then we'll get a grid in down at Beaumont as well. Just because it is going to be a junction, so it's probably going to be quite busy. So it's probably worth getting that in. We'll do that. And that can be a 2. Cool, right, that's that, and we'll also signal that as well. Okay, well, Shreveport is doing alright. And you've got the road connection there as well, which means, you know, they want stuff. And then to Houston. Let's get that in. And that, yeah, that's just easy getting across there. No issue doing that. Do that, and I'll get a grid in. Always try and get a grid in if you can. for sort of the rural, for the industry trains, which we'll have to turn back. There we go, and then we get one in over here as well. And of course another supply tower. I'm also putting a maintenance shed here as well. And I'm going to pop that up as well. Okay, so Euston will want, they both want grain, which isn't really ideal, but it's fine. King train station. Right, okay, you'll come off. Actually, it can be the same train. Yeah, we'll make it the same train. It's only a really short distance. Unless obviously the place grows even more, then they actually do need more and more. But yeah, that can just be the same train, and that then comes down and on to there. Nice and easy. And then you come up there. Oh my god. It doesn't like this bit. It must be an issue. How does it not like that? I reckon it's because we built quite a lot now. It's getting like mixed up. It's like, what am I doing? That used to happen on Railway Empire 1, where you sort of have issues. Once you built so much, the game would sort of start getting a bit confused. It'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I think that's probably starting to happen as well. I mean, we've almost covered the whole map now, so we've done quite a bit. Right, King train station. You'll then go to Beaumont, and then you go back to King station, and then you go to Euston. Now what we don't want it done, we don't want it taking anything from here, so I'll set that to 0, and then same here, 0, and I'll set that to 4, and set that to 4 as well. Philadelphia, done. Oh, did we signal that bit there actually? Yeah, we did. Cool. And then Corpus Christi, and then I suppose Brownsville, and then maybe then spin it around and go up to Monterrey. Not sure. I think this is actually Monterrey. Is that Mexico? It probably is, isn't it? I think this is sort of the border river. Oh, that's quite cool. Look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this is the border river. So, as I was past here, is then in Mexico. So yeah, maybe we'll go down to Brownsville, and that'll be a termini. Yeah, we'll head there. Corpus Christi. That's all flat, which is brilliant. It's just so flat that it does make a nice difference from what we've been doing recently, where it hasn't been particularly flat. You can just do so much very quickly. So that then comes down to here. We'll get a grid in. We get a supply tower in. Always got to get those supply towers in. That will want grain. And you want meat. Okay, right. And then down to Brownsville, which will be a terminator. I just wish we had termini stations. KALYPSO, please add termini stations again with buffers. It's a bit weird, sort of just, well, not being there. Brilliant. We'll get that in. Signal that. Oh, you go that way, and you go that way. And then we'll do that. Cool, and then supply tower, of course. And we'll also put a maintenance place in here as well, as it's sort of the end of the line. So maintenance depot. Nice. Right, let's get those industries connected. So Corpus Christi wanted the grain, so we'll do that. That'll be easier, just do it like that. We'll get that in. That goes like that, and that goes like that. Supply tower, we'll get that in. Right, and we're making good progress here. The Gulf line, it's coming on. It's Corpus Christi. And then we'll then do that. Philadelphia, done. Another industry connected. And then I would do that one. No. Should we do that one now? No, not just yet. Because then that will probably be on the line up to here. Right. So we've now got the Gulf line, the Gulf coastline. Finally. So that will be New Orleans to Brownsville. I mean, we could even go the extra mile and do Miami to Brownsville. So it literally goes all the way along the coast, which Miami's now a free bar place. Which that wouldn't be a bad idea. Sort of expanding it, even further, some of the services. Or we just end it at New Orleans and it's a separate service. Because the ones from New Orleans to Miami are quite short, and it's not that far really. I'm not sure actually. Miami to Brownsville or New Orleans to Brownsville. I think we'll expand those services. So we need to make a connection. I don't like New Orleans Station. I just don't like it at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll bring this along even further. That comes across to there. That then should be able to go like that. And then that can then go to there. It's so easy to do this now, it's great. And that then goes to there. Brilliant. And then we'll get in a grid, which it doesn't seem to be liking at the moment. Why does it not like it? That's probably not enough room. But that's 3, that's not 4. Let's quickly get rid of that. Don't know why we've got two twos there. I'm sure there was a reason for it. Doesn't want to do 4 though. That's weird. Oh, maybe we'll have to do 2 twos. Or do we have to do that then? Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't like this line in the middle. It's peculiar, isn't it? Well, in that case, I don't know. I suppose that will just have to be. I suppose that will be the free one. I guess. Well, hopefully that doesn't become an issue. Right, where are those Miami services? There it is. There. Right, you are kind of a bit of an extension. Which I might actually redo it because it'll probably be quicker trying to redoing it. Yeah, let's just redo it. Saves scrolling them up the list. Right, so after Miami, you go to Tampa, and then you go to Tallahassee, Pensacola, New Orleans, Jackson. Then you're then going to go to Shreveport, Beaumont, Houston, Corpus Christi, Brownsville, and then back. So Corpus Christi, Houston, Beaumont, Shreveport, Jackson, New Orleans. Hopefully it doesn't affect it too much. Hopefully not. Tallahassee again. And then Tampa. Right, we might have to set some waypoints for that. Goes over to that line there. Yeah, let's put a waypoint for that. So that would be there. So that would be after. Well, it'll be up here somewhere. Yeah, there. And then we'll then do the same for the way back. So that'll be after New Orleans. Like that. Yes, it has to be on that one. Yeah, that should hopefully work. Hopefully. Well, we'll do that then. and that can then go up, or get maybe, well, we'll double the amount of services on there. We'll get 12 on there. There we go, doubled it. So they now go all the way along the coast. Busy bit here though. Okay, well that's good. Well, I suppose that's probably quite a good place to end the episode. I mean, that's the Gulf coastline, and then the next one we'll then think about sort of what we're going to do next. If we go that way, we'll do all that in the next one. But hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Here we are, beautiful place to end. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and I hope to see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.